this is how to install a power cord. A couple of things that you may need. If you're doing an exterior application, you may want a heat gun for the heat shrink and also some silicone. This actually works good for two things. One, to waterproof. It also, when you put a little pea-sized drop into the tubing here, it will act as lubrication, so it actually helps to install the rope light. Makes it a little easier. So the first thing you need to know is which end of the rope light to install it on. Basically, one of those wires is positive and one is negative. So if you put the power cord on the wrong end, it won't light up. You have reverse polarity. All you do is pull it off that end and reinstall it onto the opposite end, and then it should work. So in this case, I do know by the direction of the diodes that this is my power end and this is my end cap end. So the first thing I like to do is I like to use the power connector. I like to use just one prong, one sharp point, and I like to poke it into the conductor wire. So I will just simply grab it, find the conductor wire, and push the sharp point into the wire. You can work it. If you need a pair of pliers to give you some extra grip, go ahead, but work it right in there. You want to see the actual strands of wire expanding around the sharp point. That's how you know you have it in the center. Anything else is not a good electrical connection. What happens is the sharp prongs like to go inside to the silicone sheathing of the rope light, and that's just not a good connection. So once you have both wires kind of pre-poked, you don't have to do that. That's just something that I like to do. I think it's a little bit easier. Go ahead and just install it. Sometimes, like I say, a pair of pliers help you push it in better. There you go. Power connector install. The next step, I like to take a little bit of silicone, just a dab, maybe a pea-sized dab, put it in there. Like I said, this will act as lubrication and it'll also help waterproof. Don't forget to slide your heat shrink over your tubing right now. Don't wait. If you wait, you'll have to pull the power cord back off. Now the next thing is the prongs are offset from center. Same with the holes. So you can look at in your power cord, look at your prongs, make sure you're lining it up right. Go ahead and install it. Smear the silicone around the sheathing. Make sure your holes are lined up properly and go ahead and push it in. If you just use a dab of silicone, you can actually see some of the silicone compress. So you want it good and compressed, just like that. All right, so now we want to know if this works. We do not want to install the heat shrink and then realize that we put the cord on the wrong end. So go ahead and plug it in. It works, we're good. So I'm going to unplug it and I'm going to go ahead and install the heat shrink. This will actually take a few minutes. I'll just go all the way around that heat shrink and work it like this until it's nice and gooey. Once it's gooey and it's shrunk up nice and tight around it, then we're all set. One other thing I want to talk about is during an exterior installation, you want to keep the water from being able to just roll down the rope light into the power cord. Even though you took precautions like heat shrink and you may have used silicone in here as well, you still want to keep the water from being able to just roll right down and into it. So if you can, create a drip loop so that the water can come down the rope light, hit the drip loop, and drip off and not go into the power cord. That is really key to success because water is always your worst enemy.